Right now on H-Town High School Sports, it's amazing action in round 3 of the soccer playoffs. We'll have the do or die postseason highlights. Our coach of the week leads his Spartans to another deep postseason run. In basketball, it's Player of the Year honors for this Marshall Buff, while it's a happy homecoming to the Final Four for this former Kincaid Falcon. Also, we'll swing into action with hard-hitting highlights from the district baseball races. It's a hard-hitting night ahead, so get set to celebrate. H-Town High School Sports starts now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to H-Town High School Sports, powered by Vibe. I'm Todd Freed. Let's kick things off this week with regional quarterfinal action in the soccer playoffs as local teams look to move one big step closer to the UIL State Soccer Tournament, including a powerhouse matchup in Class 6A Region 3 between Katy ISD rivals Cinco Ranch and the Seven Lakes Spartans. This, our Fred Haas Auto Group Game of the Week. Seven Lakes fired up and ready to go. So was Cinco Ranch. After a scoreless first half, Cinco Ranch, Santiago Taborda to Miguel Lite, the header, and the first goal of the game. What a shot. And it's 1-0 Cinco Ranch on top. Cinco Ranch again now. Santiago Sa to Daniel Vargas. He fires it off the keeper, and then on the rebound, Victor Moreno sneaks it in there. 2-0 Cougars, only 6:46 to play. Same score, 1:25 left in the match. Aiden Morrison, deep cross. It'll get to Corte Koch, who gets the goal. It's 2-1, but only 1:20 to play. Final seconds, Seven Lakes desperate to get a shot off. There will be contact coming up right here. A high kick in the penalty box right there, and that is a penalty. The officials talk it over. 2 seconds left in the match. And so, Aiden Morrison, 2 seconds to go. This to force overtime. He knocks it in there. Spartans scored 2 goals in the final 1:25 to force the OT. No team scored in overtime, so it went to a shootout. Cinco Ranch now. Daniel Vargas scores. It's 5-4 Cougars. Seven Lakes has to score to keep it going. Hunter Merritt knocks it in. Now, in the sudden death shootout, Noah Stasek connects for Seven Lakes. So, Cinco Ranch has to score to keep it alive, but the great save by Ben Aviles Vera, and that's it. The celebration ensues. Heartbreak for Cinco Ranch, but a gutsy come-from-behind victory for Seven Lakes in the shootout. The Spartans advance to the regional tournament. Incredible. Your Fred Haas Auto Group Game of the Week. Great crowd at Legacy Stadium for Peyto against Jordan, 6A Region 3 quarters. After a scoreless first half, Jordan, Chris Segura on the attack, but Santiago Ramirez knocks it away. Now Peyto, Jose Dominguez will come up with a blast right here, but his shot is just high over the post. Panthers again, Dominguez again. He fires. Elijah Betancourt deflects it, hits the crossbar, still scoreless. Now, Jordan, late in the match, Ben Busick with the header and the first goal of the game, and that would be the game winner. Jordan wins 1-0. The Warriors advance to their first ever 6A Region 3 tournament. The Dobie Longhorns all set to face Elsick, area round, 6A Region 3. Dobie loads of chances. Victor Hernandez with the shot, but it'll be saved by Luis Hernandez. Then for the Longhorns, Miguel Azua is wide left. It was scoreless at the half. Second half, Dobie, Juan Pablo Rodriguez, his shot hits the post. Azua will follow. That's not close. And dejection with that missed opportunity. Longhorns now on the penalty kick by Victor Hernandez. His shot hits the crossbar, and we are still scoreless. Late in the half, scary scene coming up right here. on the collision right there. Oh my. Elsic's Emmanuel Buitrago and Dobie's Daniel Blanco go down. Loads of concern, but both players would ultimately be okay, although Blanco had to leave the game with a bloody nose. Late in the match now, still scoreless. Dobie, Jordy Garcia will get the shot. It goes off the foot of the defender right there and then just bounces in for the first goal of the game. 1-0 Longhorns on top. Wow. Now, final minute now. Elsick has to score. Joshua Aguirre has a try, but it's high. And in an intense battle, Dobie prevails 1-0 the final to advance in the postseason playoffs. What a game. 5A Region 3 quarterfinals, Santa Fe facing undefeated Wisdom. First half, Luis Hernandez on the attack for the Generals, but Caston Kennedy with a nice play right here, saves it with his leg, and then the follow-up is wide. Scoreless at half. Second half, Wisdom again. Martin Vasquez at the goal, has a great shot at it, but Kennedy smothers it. We're still scoreless. 17 minutes to go in regulation, still scoreless. Wisdom's Jason Umanzar with the cross to Luis Cacho, and there is the goal. The only goal of the match. Wisdom wins 1-0. They're now 24-0 on the season and advance to the 5A Region 3 tournament. Let's switch gears right now to the district baseball races. Out to Pearland we go on a patriotic night at the ballpark. Top of the first, Alvin has a runner on third. Nick Partita throws, looks like a wild pitch, but it hits the bat of Boston Lee. So instead of getting a run, Partita will strike him out, and that was huge. That ends the inning. Yellow Jacket ace Cooper Williams had a big game, gets the strikeout, scoreless through two. Top of the third now. Easton Winfield for Alvin drives it way back to right field, and it is gone. Solo homer. When he gets home, he stomps on the plate. That didn't go over well. 1-0 Alvin. Bottom four, Anthony Avalos deep into the gap in right center. Jordan Hernandez scores, and that ties the game at 1. Then Isaiah Castaneda, base it to left field. Anthony Avalos comes in, 2-1 Pearland. Top of the fifth. Alvin has the bases loaded, but Cooper Williams grounds out to first. That will end the threat, and Partita, he's fired up. Top of the seventh. Alvin runner on second, 2 outs. Caden Schmidt in relief gets the strikeout swinging, and that ends it. Pearland pumped up. They win a thriller. 2-1 the final. First place at stake in District 13 6A between the Woodlands and Grand Oaks. Top of the first for the Woodlands. Kyle Hubert, hot shot to short. The ball is bobbled at second. They still get the out, but safe at first. Braden Sharp scores 1-0 Highlanders. Same at bat. Bryce Graves, hot shot, past third, into the corner. Jack Johnson scores. And then all the way from first, here comes Hubert, and he gets in there. It's 3-0 the Woodlands. Bottom four now. It's 3-1. Grand Oaks, Daniel Garcia with a blast. Back to left center, all the way to the wall. Tyler Bienvenu will score. Here comes Larry Drake, and Drake is going to be safe. Game tied at 3. Bottom of the fifth inning now. Larry Drake at bat, and Drake with a base hit to left field. Jonas Granado scores. Parker Blackman will head for home, and he dives in safe. 5-3 Grand Oaks. Top six now, the Woodlands. Runner on second. Pitcher Bennett Hale, the big strikeout to end the threat. And Grand Oaks goes on to win 6-3. They're 6-1 in district and 15-3-2 on the season. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, what a week for basketball here in H-Town. The Final Four, the McDonald's All-American All-Star Games, and the Guy V. Lewis High School Basketball Player of the Year. Let's start with the Guy V. Lewis Award, where 10 finalists were in place for this year's prestigious honor. The setting was the East River 9 Golf Club just east of downtown. but these were definitely basketball players. Great basketball players, as the cream of the crop in Greater Houston hoops gathered for the Guy V. Lewis High School Basketball Player of the Year Award. 10 finalists made the cut for the prestigious award, including 7 seniors, 2 juniors, and 1 sophomore. Also on hand, former U of H basketball player and college basketball analyst Reed Geddes, who shared fond memories of Coach Guy V. Lewis from his Phi Slamma Jamma days. Geddes also announced the winner of this year's Guy V. Lewis Award.
And the winner is Jalen Lowe.
Fort Bend Marshall's Jalen Lowe wins the award in the wake of a spectacular senior season in which he averaged 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals a game.
It means a lot. I mean, just being here is a great achievement. It's a great award, and to be recognized at this level it's definitely a blessing, and it's great. It makes me feel real special. I mean, just to be recognized as one of the top, I mean, it just means a lot because, I mean, not many people get to receive this award and this achievement, so it's just a blessing for sure.
On January 20th of this past season, Jalen surpassed the monumental 2,000 points plateau for his career, while ultimately leading Marshall to a 35-4 record in the 5A Region 3 Finals.
Just all the hard work that's been done that's gotten me to this point. I mean, I'm just thankful for all the coaches I've had, my parents, my brothers. They've really supported me through all this, and I'm just glad it all paid off.
I can't even put into words how proud I am of this young man because of how hard he's worked. And I watched the work being put into motion, and I watched the work coming to fruition in every game that we played this year. So for him to be standing here to get this award, it means a world to us at Marshall High School, and I'm just so proud of him right now. I know what to tell you.
Loads of pride for Guy V. Lewis Player of the Year, Fort Bend Marshall's Jalen Lowe. All right, from Greater Houston's top basketball players to the best players in the nation who converged to Houston for the McDonald's All-American Basketball Games. Now, before the games on Monday night, the players made their way to HISD's Delmar Fieldhouse for the Powerade Jam Fest, highlighted by the Slam Dunk competition. At Delmar Fieldhouse, former Cy-Fair High and WNBA greats Nneka and Shania Gormicki on the Slam Dunk judging panel. They would love this. Duncanville's Ron Holland will take it with the reverse slam. He'll play for Texas next season. Here's Mattis Buzelis of Sunrise Christian in Kansas. The bounce pass through the legs and then the windmill. Wow, 10s across the board. One of the best slams of the night. All eyes on this guy, Bronny James. Yeah, that's LeBron's son. Check this out. Wearing the sweats, the high toss, two-handed reverse windmill. Oh my. And yes, he gets all 10s from the James family. Then it's Monteverde and Duke signee's Sean Stewart over the player and windmill slam. That was nice. Marco Jackson of South Kent School in Connecticut. Watch him go over 7'2" Aaron Bradshaw. Oh my, that is elevation. He'll play at Kansas. Buzelis was mighty impressive. Check out the 6'9" Buzelis spins and slams. Hey, he's heading straight to the G League. Here's Bronny James again, this time over his brother Bryce, and he puts it away. And yes, the James family gives him some more 10s. In the end, though, it was this guy, Sean Stewart, who wins the Slam Dunk competition. Afterwards, I caught up with the Slam Jam champ.
How'd it feel to win that thing?
I feel great. That's my first dunk contest, and I had a plan going into it, and to execute it and make all my dunks and feel great.
What was the plan?
My plan, I had dunks set in my mind, and I just had to go out there and make them. I knew people were going to try to do some crazy dunks, and I just kind of hoped that they miss, and I was going out there and make mine. So yeah.
Now, the eyes of the college basketball world were also upon Houston for the Final Four, which also marked a happy homecoming for San Diego State Aztec and former Kincaid Falcons star Jaden LeDee. We caught up with Jaden's dad, Herbert LeDee, a longtime basketball coach himself, for more on Jaden's return to H-Town. Back in January of 2018, Kincaid Falcon Jaden Ledee scored 41 points with 15 rebounds against rival Houston Christian, a powerful presence who would then begin his collegiate career at Ohio State University. Flash forward 5 years, and Ledee is back in Houston this week, suiting up for San Diego State University in college basketball's Final Four.
His mother and I are extremely proud, one. We always are. But as a coach and a guy that's been with him through this journey and all the work we've done over years, to play at this level of amateur basketball is the highest you can possibly play, the Final Four. And it's at home, in front of all his friends and family.
Jaden's road to the Final Four has been well traveled. 1 year at Ohio State, 2 seasons at TCU, and then after transferring to San Diego State and sitting out a season, he's played a key role this season in the Aztecs' Cinderella run to the Final Four.
People don't realize he's a really great kid, but he's really determined on his goals. So no matter what it is, even when he was young, once he figures out what he wants to do, no matter the situation, he's going to keep working. So he pretty much puts his head down, works, does everything he possibly can to help his team, each team. He loved each team he was on, loved all the guys, found the right fit, and now all the work is paying off.
Herbert Ledee has coached girls basketball here at Kincaid for 14 years, so he knows firsthand what his son's success has meant to the Kincaid community.
This community, it's a really tight-knit community. They love each other. Even though he's been gone for a couple years, all the kids still know him. You know, you have a lot of they were junior high, middle school kids at the time used to come watch him play. So now they all keep up with him. The social media world, of course, they all know who he is, and they all just constantly wait and ask and talk about him. So
this week's Whataburger What a Player is Foster Falcons shortstop sensation Ella McDowell. Facing district rival Fulshire, the University of Arkansas commit was driving in runs, scoring runs, and playing phenomenal defense in a big 7-1 win for the state's 7th-ranked Falcons. This week's What a Player, presented by Whataburger. Better hustle, Whataburger fans. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back for a limited time. Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed, resuming our coverage of the soccer playoffs, where earlier in the week, a big battle in 6A Region 3 area round had the Kingwood Mustangs facing the Clear Creek Wildcats. 1, 2, 3, Kingwood Mustangs all set for their area round game against Clear Creek. Early in the match for Kingwood, Elizabeth Quinn to Mackenzie Black, and there's the goal. She makes it look easy. 1-0 Mustangs. Clear Creek now. Olivia Hewitt with the blast, and this one goes just over the crossbar. Wildcats again. Aliyah Ramadan with the shot, but goalkeeper Reese Cawthon swats it away. Second half now. Wildcats. Taylor Middlebrook with a great look, but Abigail Nigan with the great leg save. And what a play. Late in the match now. Ramadan again with the shot, but Nigan with the save, and Kingwood will celebrate. The Mustangs win that one, 1-0 the final. All right, let's keep it on the soccer field right now, where it's time to meet our ARS Coach of the Week. Great season so far. What do you love about this team?
You know, they've grown so much since last year. You know, we had a great season last year. The growth that we've done, the teams that we've beat, undefeated in district again, really is a testament to how well they trained in the preseason and over the summer. Kids that might have struggled a little bit last year really stepped up and played well. We've got great leadership from all of our seniors, and the underclassmen really have contributed. So I couldn't be happier with this group.
We're really close. These are all my sisters. It's the best thing I've ever been a part of.
What about the talent of this team?
Oh, it's crazy. The work that everyone puts in, it's so cool to watch how hard everyone works. Within Stratford and then within clubs and on your own, it's amazing.
What a tremendous 2-year run. Regional finals last year, lost in overtime for a chance to go to state, rolling again this year. Just talk about this team, what they've been able to do.
Yeah, so experience is fantastic. Last year we had a lot of young players, and immediately as soon as we lost to that great Ridge Point team, they wanted to come back, and so that's been kind of their deal all year. I added up today, we've given up 4 goals since January 18th. So our defense is fantastic. Our goalkeeping has been fantastic. When we have kids come off the bench, they've really stepped up and done really well.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Hey, guess what I'm feeling? You guessed it, the rhythm. The rhythm energy. Electrifying plays of the week. Jordan versus Pato. Ben Busick for the Jordan Warriors with the header and the only goal of the match. Warriors advance in the postseason. Collision of the week. Dobie's Daniel Blanco and Elsic's Emmanuel Buitrago right there. Oh my. But both would be okay. Late in the same match, scoreless, Dobie's Jordy Garcia, his shot off the foot of the defender and bounces in for the game-winning goal. Dobie advances. Wisdom and Santa Fe, scoreless late in the match. Wisdom's Luis Cacho will get the goal as Wisdom goes to 24-0 on the season. The epic Cinco Ranch Seven Lakes match. Cinco, Santiago Taborda to Miguel Lita, and the header and the first goal of the match. 2 seconds left in regulation. Aiden Morrison has to score on the penalty. He does, and that forces overtime. It went to a sudden death shootout, and goalkeeper Ben Avila Vera with the great save for Seven Lakes. Seven Lakes rallies for an incredible 2-1 victory. What a match. Your Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week. All right, that'll do it for this week's show. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay H-Town proud.